get ready to party down. But not down to the ground. We'll treat you like royalty with top-notch entertainment that's fun for the whole family. You won't believe the things you'll see on life's funniest moments. We've got a bear that won't break. And a guy whose back will. A wash and wear baby. And a sock-based smackdown. A bird who bends over backwards. And a baby who needs a towel on life's funniest moments. You're about to be invited to the best kind of wedding, the kind where you don't need to bring a gift. If this guy's getting married, it means he didn't get dumped. But he's about to get dumped on. He's the only groom to ever get a bridal shower. Rex always had feelings for Trudy, but it took a kiss in front of everyone for him to truly fall for her. May they be together forever, or at least until his back heals. At the new Church of Spontaneity, there are no planned weddings. Folks just dance wildly, and the first people to fall down get married. Oh, we have a bride. Who will be the lucky groom? Belinda is a romantic traditionalist. She wanted to get married in her mother's dress and for Ben to wear his father's crown. Let's hope Ben fills his father's shoes better than he did his headgear. Life is serious business, but sometimes you just have to let yourself go, just for kicks. When you're a baby, your baker is also your tailor, and your beautician, and your hairstylist. This dog loves getting the mail. But it's a good thing the mail slot isn't any larger, or he'd be getting the mailman. Ever since Godzilla vs. King Kong, lizards have hated apes. And the way this reptile is attacking that helpless monkey is 100% cold-blooded. When bath time rolls around, Andy finds a place to hide. This time, he's chosen to disappear inside the couch. If he didn't need a bath before, now that he's hiding among the crumbs and couch lint, he's sure gonna need a bath now. Baby Kelly loved the way his jumpers felt on his skin when they came straight out of the dryer. So he was gonna grab one for himself. Hey, Kelly, you're a toddler, not a tumbler. When dancing, eye contact with your partner is important, but not as important as maintaining your balance. This pig really knows how to slam dunk. But he'll never make it to the pros. Not because he's under 6 feet, but because he's a real ball hog. This kitty has decided to chase an animal that's as smart as he is, himself. The only thing he hasn't considered? What he's gonna do when he catches himself. Tweety is going straight to the top, but instead of flying, he's taking the scenic route. So why did Tweety climb over his owner? Because he was there.
Everyone says I got the craziest eyes I've ever seen before.
All Jim wants to do is make eyes at you.
What do you think?
But be careful. If you try to look him dead in the eyes, you're gonna get awfully dizzy. I find the best way to relax is to listen to someone say the word relax. Listen, relax. Hey, works every time. There's nothing more relaxing than a garden. Well, there's nothing more relaxing than a hammock in a garden. All right, well, there's nothing more relaxing than an ambulance ride from the garden. Mommy was trying to teach baby how to walk, but Doggy couldn't help but show off. After all, walking is his specialty. This horse has invented a whole new sport, pony ball. He hasn't found anyone to play it with him, and he hasn't come up with any rules yet. But other than that, pony ball fever is coming. Catch it. Do not adjust your set. This clip is not in slow motion. Blizzard is practicing his sneaking up ability on the ficus. If he's good, Ficus will never even know Blizzard was there. Oh, he's good. Coming up, a baby chills out. And some dexterous digits. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. Talking and reading in words that sing, these are a few of my favorite things. The good news is, this is Harold's favorite sock. The bad news is, it's Maud's favorite sock, too. The worst news is, until 5 minutes ago, this was their owner's favorite sock. It's time for Bunny to wash up from head to cottontail. So she's doing her favorite thing, taking a shower. But let's hope that water's cold, because everyone knows hot water makes cotton shrink. Basketball is called round ball. This sport is called a round and around ball. The object of the game is to get as dizzy as possible. Yeah, I think we have a winner. You might think that this dog's favorite thing is soaking in the pool. But actually, it's drying off. The shaking, the rolling in the grass, it's just delightful. And there's only one way to get that feeling again: soaking in the pool. Silly viewer, tricks are for everybody. I'm not sure what's more impressive: the costume, the music. Nope, it's the fact that this guy has 3 hands. This pig can do some very impressive tricks. The first is spelling. The second is predicting the future. There'd been a rash of burglaries in town, and the police didn't have a suspect until this surveillance tape caught the culprit. He pilfered the purse and ransacked the sack. Until the cops finally figured out that this ingenious cat burglar was a dog.
Good girl.
Frank was confused. He couldn't remember if his arms were supposed to go forwards or backwards. Please don't try this at home, unless your home is next to a chiropractor's office. The trick here looks fine. Percy the pig drops a beer out of the fridge. But the trick actually is, Percy turns the house into a sty.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
We'll do straight on, and then we'll do side view, and then we'll do a couple of stupid little tricks.
Okay.
Honey, look out. Whoops. We're trying to tape something.
Ew, ew, ew. We weren't ready. Not for that.
There's straight on, which isn't near as impressive as the side view.
Oh, wow, this guy could hire himself out as a stamp licker. Sylvia is an indoor cat. Has been her whole life. But today, that's about to change. She'll be back, because you can take the house cat out of the house, but you can't take the house out of the house cat. This bird loves his owner so much, he'll bend over backwards for her. Plus, he'll give her the food right out of his mouth. Having double-jointed thumbs comes in handy when you're hitchhiking. Not only can you get a ride on either side of the street, but you can do this to pass the time while you're waiting. Some people call them autumns. We call them falls. Behold the power of the snowman. Bow down before me. And now a stirring performance of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, Ode to a Fallen Pianist. Dum 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 crash. Before taking their act to the water, these synchronized swimmers decided to work out the routine on the boat. But apparently Maggie thinks the act is ready to get wet. Looks like this act made a real splash. Coming up, a kid heads down and a dog cleans up. when we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. It takes two to tango, and many other things that don't involve tangoing, as you're about to see in these next clips. Talk about an odd couple. Ever since they moved in together, Oscar the dog and Felix the ferret have argued about everything. Can two species live together without driving each other crazy? Piggyback rides are so 5 minutes ago. The new trend is doggyback rides. Who's taking who for a walk now? Mike the turtle is chasing Jonathan the turtle for his worm. We don't know which turtle will get the worm, but we do know that this is the slowest chase ever. You can feed one baby with a baby bottle, and you can feed one pooch with a dog dish. Or you can feed both of them at the same time with a spoon. Two dogs, one bone. The little dog has a lot to say about it. But the big dog only has to say a little. Dogs and cats, enemies since the beginning of time. Battles will be won and lost, but the war will never end. And today's victim? The sliding glass door. The perfect escape takes two. Yeah, the muscle and the lookout. And if you get caught, you go back into the joint together and plan the next escape. Yeah, I'm the Birdman of Alcatraz, yeah. Not to be confused with going to the dentist or doing your taxes, this is fun. Although it would always be an interesting topic of conversation, there was never any doubt about when exactly Bubbles got her nickname. Betty is so glad it's supper time because she's really, really hungry and really, really thirsty. The only problem is she can't decide what to do first. Have a bite to eat or a slurp of water. Food, water, food, water. Maybe she should have ordered soup. Hide and seek can be fun, but in this case it's going to be a whole lot more fun for the hider than the seeker. When you're just a toddler, walking can be difficult, so you try to cut as many corners as you can. Lulu's owner thinks she's playing frisbee, but Lulu thinks she's playing soccer. Well, no matter what game they're playing, Lulu's gonna win by a nose. Popping balloons is a skill, and not one that's easily acquired. Sometimes the balloon in your sights needs a little more bounce to the ounce to gain the desired result. Coming up, a partygoer strikes out. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. How many whacks does it take to get to the center of a piñata? Well, it depends. If you want to use a wiffle bat, you could be without candy for an entire afternoon. But break out the hammer, and everyone gets to enjoy a treat. The family dog likes to keep himself clean, but he's got a lot of hard-to-reach spots. And that's where the horse comes in, because Horsey might not be long in the tooth, but he sure is long in the tongue. See you next time.